everybody. Here's today's lesson that I was guided to share from my own journey, my message from God for the day. So, this is from yesterday, but the energy came to share it. The energy to share it didn't fully coalesce till this morning. So, just sharing straight from my notes pretty much. So begins a new cycle, but let's have it really be new. So, some things didn't work out. Can we trust God's timing? Not get down as if we knew best in the first place? Because remember, knowing what we don't know is empowerment too. Feel that. Knowing what we don't know from an ego consciousness level is a type of empowerment. Knowing when we need to sit and let something rise to the surface that's not readily available from our conscious mind, okay? And the Most High knows what's best for you. So, my box of limitations is made of fear, which turns into greed, anxiety, envy, impatience, resentment, mistrust, hate. All those things can lead to physical dis-ease. So, this is all about healing. Notice these are all the opposite of standing in the power of your truth, knowing you're the abundance of your life, finding peace within, and loving myself. Those are 4 of the 9 gems that my teacher taught me. And I noticed that all those negative feelings are pretty much the opposite of that. So it's a box of limitations, as it were, right? Says, so loving myself through each vulnerable moment. I can do it just like God does it. He's always here for me. I'm always here for me. That was the major message from God yesterday. This is about an inner relationship, a space that you cultivate within yourself where you never have to be alone, and the source of all creation is always there, available whenever you feel any of those negative feelings, anything that you can equate to doubt. Go within, go within to that inner relationship to yourself. Seek to cultivate that. Okay, so it's a really interesting feeling because it's a weird paradox. Listen to what I said there. He's always here for me. I'm always here for me. So you can always be there for yourself in that way. It's saying the same thing, really. Knowing that when you're feeling any of those limiting beliefs, you can go to that part inside of you that's there for you in your time of need, basically like Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid, right? Let's see. Okay, so going on here. And this is truly what Jesus knew. See, this is the thing. Part of the reason I'm sharing these lessons is because religion is like the telephone game, right? Okay, so we need to be having these direct experiences ourselves. One thing that Jesus taught me when he came through my heart and mind was that all this old stuff, I mean, it's the same way it was for him in his time. If you look at it in the story, all this old stuff isn't the direct experience of relating. It's following tradition without really knowing why, like the telephone game. We don't really, the message starts to get distorted over time. So you need to develop this insight. So this is truly what Jesus knew, what he taught. He didn't and doesn't want us just regurgitating old doctrines. That has no pulse, is not living. It's a trap. Now think of this. The traps are gifts, not something for us to resent. When we see it for what it is, we see that we can choose worn out ways or brand new shoes to step in the direction of your own truth. No need for proof. Isn't it funny how the box of disempowering limitations can feel like a security blanket? No responsibility there, but also no personal power there. Feel that. There's no responsibility, in our limiting beliefs. It's like when you're a child and you don't have to worry about anything. But there's no reason to go back to that feeling once you grow up, it feels good. You don't have to worry about providing yourself a home. I mean, it feels good if you had good parents, I guess, right? Uh, Relatively good, but you feel me, right? It's like there's less responsibility, but there's no power either. Can you have faith that all your answers are waiting outside of that box of limitations? and that when there are no answers, oops, I've fallen in the box. So we have to become conscious of when we put ourselves back there again. When there's no answers, you're stuck in that comfort zone again of, it's out of my hands, what can I do about it, right? But you've been given gifts. Each of us has been given unique gifts that we're to use. All right, that was it. Okay, much blessings all.